Alright, what the heck is going on, Misfits? Yes, today we are going to be doing a watch zone, and it's been time to do a watch zone for quite some time, since I've been off for the past 2 months or so. But it's all good because I'm just going to get right back into doing what I absolutely love to do. Speaking of which, if you don't know what this is the Bleeding Edge Watch Zone, where I observe 2 teams of 4 players that like to jump in and beat the everlasting crap out of each other, all for the sake of fun as well as, let's be honest, bragging rights. And there's nothing better than bragging rights. Speaking of bragging rights, I know a few of these misfits, and on the blue team we have starting off with the blue team. Blue team only has 3 players for the beginning, but if I'm correct, someone comes in around 4 minutes or so it's all good. Anyway, let me get back to what I have to do. Coming in at number 1 on the blue team, we have Salt playing as Miko. Poneykitous is playing Gizmo. House Sam is playing Damon. But on the red team, we have... who is this? Mr. Wanzer is playing as Kulab, as well as Alma Negra playing as Zero. We also have GonHadou playing as Maeve. And finally, we have Darth Vector playing as Damon. Alright. So, by the look of it, red team has the entirety of their team, but believe it or not, it's blue team who's actually very much just showing off what they got, you know? And just like that, we have House Sam immediately coming in to attack Maeve. Gets caged, unfortunately. Now he's trying to go for a healer. Might have to back off. Yeah, switches in and out between his teammates and everyone else. However, now they have to deal with Darth Vector. Darth Vector is slow on health slightly, and Damon gets the kill on blue team. Shadow Strike is out, but it's not going to hit too much, unfortunately. Special Beam is out. I don't think someone's going to get hit. I see Alma Negra is getting chased down, and Alma Negra actually gets eliminated. Alright, still 6-0, but remember, blue team has 3 people on their team. So that just goes to show what can happen when you absolutely know your character that well. Getting over to the red team. Toll and Trouble is ready for Maeve.
I am so proud of me.
Ah, speaking of which, I just heard someone switch off to Azriel. That was Darth Vector, who I believe was playing as Damon.
You are an angel from heaven, Adrian.
Ah, one thing I forgot to mention since I have not done my intro in a very long time. The Speed Freak modifier is available and active. For those of you who don't know what that means, Speed Freak just basically gives the player that you're using a little bit of a speed boost for just a little bit of some time momentarily. And if you absolutely use it right, you can absolutely dominate your opponent and evade your opponent in very good situations. But getting back into it, on the blue team, we have, coming in a little late, but here to get it done, WearAmaskHO. And I mean that, wear a f***ing mask. Anyway, WearAmask is going to come in playing as Buttercup. Goes for the yank, gets the knockdown, a little bit of a glitchy knockdown, some lag there, but it's okay. Tries to do some work against Meko. Might be able to, might have to regroup with their team. Speaking of regroup, I see Azriel very low on health. But he's completely by himself, so he's going to be able to collect. Switching over to Miko, who's definitely going to help the team up on Meko. Meko gets frozen, eliminated. That's how it goes. You leave your team just for a second, and the other team will catch you. 15-1, however, it's going to be a very good game, so I want you to stick around. Ooh, and just like that, Kulab on the red team gets eliminated. Wing Blast attack from Alma Negra, if I'm correct. Sorry, that was Darth Vector with the Wing Blast attack. A very good one. He actually puts all the entirety of the blue team into the special beam. Picks up a nice void wave. Cool, Buttercup decides to let it burn. Maeve on the red team, a little low on health, as well as Meko. But keep in mind, Meko's doing his job as a tank. Blue team really keeping it together. 17-1. But do not lose faith on the red team. Tell me now, do not lose faith. Azrael trying to do what he can with his team. Portals immediately. That was a very good portal. Azrael trying to escape. He's gonna have to do some skirmishing. A little bit of a 1v1. That's a 2v1. Not good. However, they're right in front of their team, so blue team's actually at a bit of a disadvantage. 19-1. I think Buttercup is trying to score. Salt on the blue team is getting chased down by the entirety of the red team. Does a little bit of a parry, tries to survive as much as he can, loses those power cells, unfortunately. And with that, we have Poneykitous playing as Gizmo, making his way back in.
You can't hide from the
Shadow Strike is out. It's going to get some good damage. It's going to distract red team momentarily. 22-10. Goes for a Kulaf. Goes for a Kulaf. Nice damage applied. Gets put into a cage. Unfortunately, goes for another hit. There you go. Tool in trouble is... Oh my god, that actually tracked him downstairs? Dude, what are you going to do? There's no way he's going to survive that. There is no way. Dude, it tracked him downstairs. That was sick. Alright. 24-10. Red team's starting to show a little bit more promise. Buttercup doing some action. Ooh, those power cells are flying. Alright, we have 3, 6, 9, 12 power cells loose. Azrael is fighting Gizmo. Oh no, portals into the beam. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. I don't even... He had to make a choice there. That was very unfortunate. Dark Factor trying to stay alive and support his team as much as he can. Decides to mount up, catches some health just a little bit. It's getting chased down, but Maeve on the red team is coming in to help. GonHadou comes in at just the right time to try to save the day. Gets a little bit low on health. Trying to survive. Has Meko right at her side, or his side. Maeve unfortunately gets eliminated. Alright, now 27-10, still in blue team's favor. Red team may have to do some switching out. It very much depends. Ooh. I hear a parry that got loose. Poneykitous with 4 power cells is going to get eliminated. Those power cells are flying. Cages drop down on Salt. There's a... Ooh, and then Buttercup comes in. Completely invisible. So sneaky. Meko was trying to pair up with Maeve. Immediately yanks her in. Maeve just... Dude, he needed some help. That's why he yanked Maeve in. However, Maeve, still with red team sitting at their base, they're getting pretty much handled right now. Decides to let it burn a little bit. Azrael's going to have to portal back in. And yeah, red team in a little bit of a sticky situation. Losing the 4th member of their team, unfortunately. WearAmaskHO decides to do a little bit of some cheekiness and pops off with 9 power cells to hold. Now, with red team missing a 4th member of their... Ooh, that trouble... that's going to miss. With red team only having 3 players... No, correction. There we go. I'm really glad that people are playing this game so that I don't have to wait very long in order to introduce that. John83 has entered the battlefield, playing as Cass, ladies and gentlemen. More than likely, this was the flip that we were going to see for red team. So let's get right into it. John comes in, immediately goes for Pony. Some sick movement. Shadow Strike is out, decides to swoop back. Gets some very good mobility. Decides to hit some Speed Freak. He hits a bounce pad a little bit. He's tagging up a healer. He's trying to attack Salt as best as he can. Needs to probably back off and get some heals. It's okay, it's okay. Speaking of heals, let's switch over to Azrael. Azrael trying to support as much as he can. Maeve, very low in health, gets some heals. As well as a shield from Kulaf. Ooh, tries to pull it away, but actually doesn't do it in time. And just like that, GonHadou gets eliminated as well. And if I had to say it, Alma Negra is gonna get chased down. 31-12. Blue team holding on to 17 power cells, but I would not pop off just yet.
Born again.
Azrael looking to get some kills, looking to get some power cells, trying to taste down. I believe that's Pony. Yeah. Pony, ooh, tries to get a bounce pad. Unfortunately, gets put into a cage as well. Decides to mount up, and if I had to say, Pony's probably gonna get eliminated. No, Pony decides to pop out at a very good time. He's gonna start torching some people down. He's just looking at anybody. Anyone who comes in his way, he's gonna get torched. Sorry, that was just a very odd angle. Wrong button, sorry. GonHadou is gonna try to do some damage against Gizmo, and it works. Red team picks up some power cells. They get 18 in total for themselves. Blue team's waiting for their teammates to come back in, and just like that. Wow, that's a lot. What is that? Like 9 power cells or so? No, that's 10 power cells. Alright, getting back over to red team. Kulev tries to stop WearAmaskHO, but it actually doesn't happen in time. Okay, 42 to 31. Tool and Trouble is up, as well as Bamboozle. Oh my gosh. That combo was very sickening. Alright, WearAmaskHO decides to mount up. He's going to get chased down by Maeve as well as Kulev. Nope, disappears. Actually decides to go back into her base a little bit. I see Damon on the blue team is getting chased down. He's going to have to mount up. Oh no, gets hit. Getting chased by Cass. If I had to say it, Damon's dead, dude. Yeah. Nice Shadow Strike, though. Nice Shadow Strike. However, it was a little bit in vain. 42 to 35. Poneykitous tries to get some damage. However, has to go up against Azrael. Decides to pop 2 turrets down. Meko decides to tag up right next to it. Those shots are flying. Almost. Needs to get around the corner. Almost. Trying to hunt down Almanegro. There's a little bit of a jump. Switches off to shoot Azrael. Now switches to shoot Maeve. I like it. Now switches to shoot Kulev. You gotta keep those targets on. Switching over to red team's perspective just a little bit. Oh, correction. I still landed on Buttercup. But regardless, switching to red team's perspective. Trying to kill WearAmaskHO. WearAmaskHO is pretty much tanking at this point, but now Maeve has to go up against Miko and the entirety of the other team. And Kulev gets eliminated. Almanegro adopts some power cells. Ooh, oh no. Azrael tries to get out of there. Actually manages to do it. That was very sneaky. However, John, playing as Cass, now has 10 power cells. Maeve decides to heal off just a little bit. Alright, now with C being the main objective, John is going to try to go for a power-up. And I see Buttercup on the blue team is trying to protect C at all costs. So currently we have 1 minute for both teams to make the decision. This is probably going to be the final push if I had to say it. Ooh, decides to burrow. Ooh, nice wing blast. Nice wing blast. Completely. Blue team decides to get a little cheeky. Pops off again. However, I would never, ever count out.
Let him burn.
Decides to let it burn against Kulev. Kulev on the red team getting chased down. However, Gizmo on the blue team pops ult. Dark Vector is gonna get eliminated. Shot out of the sky. Completely anti-aired. And just like that, they're gonna go for Kulev. Cass decides to pop ults. There's a lot of damage being applied. Shadow Strike is out as well. Cages are dropped. Poneykitous gets eliminated. 48-38. So that means red team really cannot die anymore. WearAmaskHO unfortunately gets eliminated. And now red team with 16 power cells. Very. Oh no. Blue team can't contest. Oh, the handing points are deactivated. Luckily. That was going to be it for blue team. 48-39. Alright. Power cells are loose. Both teams are gonna get into a fight. Let's see what Gizmo's up to. Yeah, Gizmo's gonna go up against Azrael. Azrael's gonna start doing that damage. Gizmo's gonna get eliminated, unfortunately. 48 to 40. Blue team has to stick together. Speaking of stick together, I see Damon. Okay, Damon's invisible, so he's fine. Alright, so everyone's just kind of checking each other out for a second. Both teams are choosing to stick together. They're not going to engage just yet. And now the delivery phase is going to have us going to A and B. Damon goes invisible, looks for a target. And the target is a healer by the name of Kulab. Gets some good damage. Almanegra, however, gets interrupted by a wing blast. Ooh, now Damon's the one getting chased down.
Surprise, surprise.
Ooh, dodges that special from Buttercup as well. Speaking of Buttercup, decides to go up against Azriel. Puts down an old slick. Trying to get some air to air. Or get an anti-air knockdown. Tried it. It's going to have to mount up. Goes up against Azriel. Ooh, tries to yank someone, but it doesn't happen. Alright. Backing up. Cass. I already immediately see it. Cass. Coming in. John, I gotta give it to you, man. Coming in late, you always gotta know what to do at the right time. John completely came in for his team and paid attention at the right moment. Usually when it's a situation like that with two objectives, more than likely the other team will not pay attention to when there's a skirmish happening. And that's just usually how most of these games go. With that being said, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, John 83 completely saves it for his team. Alright. With that being said, 48 to 50 in red team's favor. Starting off with John. He goes 3-0 with 23 on the objective score. Darth Vector goes 8-7. GonHadou goes 10-4. As well as Almanegra going 13-7 with 21,000 damage taken. I think he was a tank at first. I think he was Mecho at first. I can't remember. But we have on the blue team, WearAmaskHO goes 8-1, as well as House Sam going 19-2. Poneykitous goes 18-7 with 22,000 damage done and 10 killing blows. But we also have Salt going 14-6 with 16,000 heals. GG's all around. Man, it feels good to be back into the watch zone to do these. Alright, and coming into our next game, we are going to be doing objective control on aqueducts, but we're going to be doing Dying Gift as a modifier. Dying Gift, for those of you who don't know, which is my favorite modifier, is a modifier in which as you die, there will be a bomb left after your death. So as soon as you die, there will be a little bit of an explosion that causes some significant damage to the other team. And I mean some pretty significant damage to the other team. It actually adds a very good dynamic to things. But as always, let's get down to business. On the blue team, we have playing as Damon, who's doing a little bit of a 1v1. Renard 76. I'm gonna call you Renard for the sake of this game, dude. As well as BubbleStrange. CharmosInHo is playing as Gizmo. And we have Metastrike playing as Miko. But on the red team, we have Podko playing as Damon. As well as Flash74 playing as Gizmo. Composite Cone is going to be playing as Maeve. And finally, we have Xarian21 playing as Miko. Alright. 10-35 in red team's favor. Red team immediately got the objective and they laid off so that they can completely camp at B's house, which is, you know, not necessarily something I would always recommend, but sometimes you can actually hold B off so that they can't get back to their own objective. However, I see on the red team, Gizmo just got heavily eliminated, but on the blue team, Meko actually ran into the electric fence. I don't think he actually meant to do that. Regardless, it's still going to be on objective C with 15 seconds left. Honestly, I think... Oh no. Turns out, Miko gonna come in and get a little bit of a score for the blue team. Alright. Now, at this moment, since it's gonna be about 5 seconds left for them to be able to compete, I would say this is when you kind of break off to get power-ups a little bit just before you get back into the next phase. Yep, and that's what red team's Miko was doing. Blue team's Miko being a little sneaky here.
Life force sings in my blood.
Darkness strikes
Waiting for a good moment to happen. Shadow Strike is out on the red team, I believe. Yes, it was. And we have a fight already happening, just like that. Meko gonna get put into a cage. Gonna get yanked. Tool and Trouble is out. Correction. Maeve decides to fake it. Tool and Trouble is out again. It's not gonna go around that corner. That was a very good dodge. Alright, we got a 2v2 going on. Meko tanking. However, we have a tank and 2 damage dealers going up against each other, so that's going to be very tough. Ooh, BubbleStrange gets eliminated. Composite Cone immediately dodges that bomb just a little bit. Meko on the blue team is going to be making his way back in. Damon's going to be making his way towards B. However, keep in mind, A is not touched. This is the moment when, yep, as you look, Miko on the red team completely took A, and now Damon's in trouble. Shadow Strike is out. It was a good Shadow Strike too, man. Oh, that was a good Shadow Strike. Completely protected himself. Now blue team's gonna help with red team. Bombs are flying, however. Ooh, bombs are flying. Bombs are flying. You gotta watch out when it comes to this modifier. So, Maeve, if I had to say it, is definitely in some trouble. Unless she disappears immediately. Yeah. Okay, 119 to 163, and now all 3 objectives are going to be coming back. Gizmo's going to stay next to Meko, decides to rocket. This is going to be a lot of damage. And if I had to say it, Meko on the red team is definitely dead. Alright. Blue team trying to hold it together. C and A are unoccupied. Damon on the red team is going to try to do it alongside Azriel. They actually managed to do it. Alright, B and C are occupied by...
Focus, gang.
Can red team do it? They might be able to, because there's only 2 at B for blue team. It depends. Woo, I see some parries and some knockdowns happening, dude. Azriel completely got wrecked in that situation. However, red team comes back in. They're trying to protect B as much as they can. I like the back and forth. This is a lot of push and pull here. Azriel on the red team is going to get himself a power up, and he's going to come right back in a little bit later. Meta Strike is going to try to do some damage. Stolen Trouble is out. I think it's going to chase around the corner. It does, and it gets a kill on teaming on the blue team. Speaking of Damon, on the red team, we have Podko. Looking for some damage. Almost gets it. Hits both shurikens, so that bleed damage is going to be applied. Azriel's going to try to get some hit. If I had to say it, Gizmo is done. 215 to 322. You can't disappear through that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. He chooses to do it. But granted, he chooses to do it because it puts him closer to the objective. However, he has to deal with Damon on the blue team. Damon decides to graffiti spray a little bit. Ooh. Dash is a little too much. How did that? Oh, okay. The bleed damage still applied. Damon tried to run away, but the bleed damage still applied from Damon's shurikens. Alright. And just like that, Damon's going to try to take objective A. And as I look at it, there's a fight going on.
Behold my halo hole.
If I had to say it, red team is camping at blue team's base.
Objective A is all mine.
Ah, but now we have Damon going up against Azriel and some more members of the red team. Alright. Composite Cone. He's gonna pair up with Azriel. And now Meta Strike has to leave. However, on the red team, I can see Damon's going up against Gizmo. Correction, Azriel and Okay, 265 to 391. Alright, I can see Albastado and Azrael are teamed up. Mekko's gonna try to come for a Composite Cone. Composite Cone might get eliminated. You got two main ranged characters coming at you.
Accepted.
Feeling accepted as well. Ooh, Azrael, very good Wing Blast attack. Times it very well. Might be able to get this damage on Mekko. Mekko decides to push back just a little bit. Might be able to, but I don't know. The rest of the fight is starting to happen now. Gizmo decides to rock it. Gonna take it all the way to Xarian's face. And just like that, Azrael on the red team gets eliminated. Objective A is approaching the electric fence. Flash 87 gets eliminated, as well as Damon on the red team. You gotta watch those modifiers. This is why I love that modifier so much. 345 to 412. I honestly have not been paying attention to the score. I've just been paying attention to everyone's movement objectively.
My team has captured objective A.
Azrael has taken objective A for red team, but blue team takes objective B. So now we're gonna have both of these objectives to be able to conquer. Cass is getting chased down, unfortunately. Mekko gonna stay on top of B and completely just tank as much damage as he can. Composite Cone gets eliminated. Unfortunately, the Dying Gift actually hit his own teammate. So now Maeve is eliminated. 395 to 451, and we have all three objectives coming back. So this is gonna be interesting.
Mekko cannot reach target.
Is Damon going up against Damon? Yes, he was. But Damon on the blue team actually won. So now Damon manages to take A, but blue team might manage to take B for themselves.
B has been objectified.
Safety surrounds you.
And now, just like that, if I had to say it, red team's probably going to be able to take B.
Aw, man.
No, Cass and Gizmo choose to go past B to get that damage. Alright.
Need to get closer.
Keep in mind, blue team's got all three objectives. So red team's going to have to definitely pay attention here. Gizmo's killing. Gizmo, Shadow Strike is out. Ooh, damage modifiers are out and flying. Podko almost took that as well. And now, Gizmo's in the corner. Charmosen Ho gets eliminated. Let's get back over to Cass.
We got objective A. This doesn't look good if they get objective.
And now, just like that, red team starts to pull back very well.
Put an end to thieves on objective B.
Red team's definitely got to pull on objective B. And just like that, we got a Makudu. So you know this is like final game plan right here.
Dive bomb is
Dive bomb's active for Cass, and I can see that Miko on the blue team has her special well as ready as well. However, Azrael on the red team takes B. Mekko's trying to stop what's going on at B. Might be able to do it.
Confirmed.
And just like that, now blue team's gonna come to fight at A. Sorry, B. Shadow Strike is out. Gets a fair amount of damage on Makudu. And now Damon's gonna hit him with some shurikens. One more probably does it. Yep, Makudu gets eliminated. Composite, unfortunately, comes in late, but it actually works out. Alright, and just like that, blue team takes it. Just to give a little bit of a final breakdown, Composite Cone came into play as Nidhogger. I think he changed from Gizmo, if I'm correct. Xarian was trying to push on BubbleStrange, but didn't have enough support to be able to, like, you know, take out a tank by himself. And Podko was coming in to probably assist Composite Cone and go up against Gizmo. But unfortunately, when you have a tank sitting right there, and 44 seconds on the clock, blue team takes it. Alright, and just like that, on the blue team, we have, Blue team 600 to 559. In blue team we have Renard 96 going 7 and 10. Metastrike goes 6 and 1 with 12,000 heals. WearAmaskHO 56 goes 14 and 3 with 10 killing blows. BubbleStrange goes 12 and 6 with 9,000 damage done, 14,000 damage taken, and 172 on the objective score. But Xarian 21 goes 9 and 3. Composite Cone goes 7 and 3. Flash 74 goes 10 and 9, and finally Podko goes 5 and 6. GG's all around. Very well impressed with what I saw. I like the fact that everyone chose to switch out with their characters and that there was a lot of awareness in terms of what you need to do. You know, when both teams completely go up against each other, and let's say one team actually pays attention and actually gets all 3 objectives for themselves and actually brings it back, that's definitely what I like to see. But as always, GG's all around. Alright, and I think I'm going to definitely end it with those two. Those were some pretty good matches, and I'm actually very proud that there are more people playing and that the matches are being a little bit more consistent, you know what I mean? But as always, if you came to my channel for any reason, I thank you, because that means that you have now just visited the Bleeding Edge WatchZone. And the Bleeding Edge WatchZone is something that I love to do for a very large majority of my YouTube career. As always, I thank you guys for watching. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chaos44. Sorry, it's actually Chaos the Gamer, but to be honest, my real gamer tag is Chaos44. But I thank you for hanging around, and yeah, GG's.